Hey Gen Mex, it's Giving Tuesday, and Kat is going to tell you a story today because the expat dream of living in Mexico is not just about sun and adventure and friends, but also about giving back to the communities in which we live or in which we want to live. So I'm going to let Kat take it from here, and I'll have this be her video.
So this story starts, as I think all good stories must, with a crisis. And it's about a dog named Lizzy. Lizzy was dumped on the side of the road. She was abandoned, and she had 8 little helpless puppies with her. Lizzy picked those puppies up one by one and took them across a very busy 4-lane highway into the other side into some brush to keep them safe. She did this 8 times crossing this road. And there was also a taco stand right there. So she was able to get scraps from the taco stand. So I'm going to continue the story of Lizzy and her little puppies in a minute. But first, I want to talk about something that's really important. Earlier this year, I was invited to come and volunteer at a sterilization campaign with a nonprofit called Baja Dogs Sterilizations. And I have to say, it was like probably one of the most profound experiences of my life. It was incredible. Like the impact on this underserved community who couldn't pay a vet bill to get their dogs sterilized, but they carried their dogs to this event. I just had tears in my eyes like almost the whole time. It was so incredibly impactful for everyone involved.
And actually, so I was there too, but I was filming. It is true, the impact, the people that we saw. Actually, I talked a little bit with Linda, and specifically she talked about that point about how people were bringing their dogs in and how much this mattered to them. So let's hear from Linda real quick.
So some of the experiences I've had with some of the dog owners, to just give you an example of the love that they have. Today, for example, a woman came in with a baby stroller. The dog was in the baby stroller. It was locked in as if it was a baby. They can't afford a carrier, a proper carrier, so they come with whatever they have. We've had experiences of people coming with their kid's toy car and putting their dog inside the car and transporting it back and forth, or wheelbarrow, or sometimes in crates or boxes from beer. They absolutely adore their animals. They come and do whatever they can to make the dog comfortable before and after. For example, the last time we had a campaign, there was a family that had a pickup truck, and they put a full-size mattress in the back of the truck to put their dog on after it was asleep going home. And the dog was lying on this huge mattress in their truck. They just absolutely adore their animals. They show us how much they do. They cry sometimes when they're under anesthesia. They worry about them. We console them. We follow up with them if there's ever any issue, and they're so concerned about the health and the care, and just it is expressed every time they come here, and beyond. They want to help. Some of them volunteer afterwards. They want to be part of the solution, and they support us 100%. So I cannot give enough credit to the family owners of these dogs, and that is who we serve, and I want to continue serving.
When Baja Dogs Sterilization actually asked me to join the board in April, I couldn't say yes fast enough. I was so excited to help out with the mission. So y'all probably know that Brett and I foster a lot of dogs and a lot of cats.
And foster fail once in a while, like with Butters.
And it's incredibly important, and I hope everyone has a chance to help and foster. But what I really want to do, I really wanted to get at the heart of the problem. I wanted to prevent the suffering in the first place. It's estimated, like when you look at the exponential numbers, that sterilizing one female dog in 6 years can prevent hundreds of thousands of puppies being born and suffering. Baja Dogs Sterilization hosts monthly sterilization campaigns and hands out free vouchers to community members, and to date has actually sterilized between 4,000 and 5,000 dogs in our community. So that's why I joined Baja Dogs Sterilization's board, and why we donate to the organization and to the mission. $25 supports the sterilization of one dog, $50, 2 dogs, and $250 a whopping 10 dogs.
So that is real impact, because the people, the owners of these dogs, they can't afford $25. And actually, if you were to go in and get your dog sterilized, it's typically $50, but Baja Dogs does it in the kind of a big bulk of dogs at a time. So they're able to bring the vet costs down to just $25. So it's really important for these people who this just wouldn't be possible. The only solution would be more dogs.
So before we get back to Lizzy, it's Giving Tuesday. So my ask of you is to choose at least one nonprofit to consider donating to. And while you're choosing today, please consider Baja Dogs Sterilizations. Your kindness will make a big difference in so many lives.
And this is a new feature for this channel, and that's actually having a fundraiser. So somewhere on the screen here is going to be the ability to give funds directly through YouTube to support this. We're planning on raising $1,000 through YouTube. So please do your part. As Kat said, support some nonprofit, but hopefully you'll support the one that I'm doing for my first fundraiser for. But let's get back to Lizzy's story. She was, last we heard, on the side of the road with the taco stand with her 8 tiny little puppies.
So Lizzy was just being this incredible mama, right? She was taking her puppies across this busy 4-lane highway. She was hiding them in the brush, trying to keep them safe, keep them alive. She was feeding them from scraps from the taco stand. And somebody saw these heroic measures, right? And they called for help. And unfortunately, you know, most of these abandoned street dogs and their puppies do not get any help. But Lizzy did, right? Our friends, Rebecca and Jim, came and they were able to find all the puppies, and they took Lizzy back to their house. They nursed them back to health. We actually fostered Lizzy for 6 months. She was the best dog. And
she was Butter's best friend.
She was Butter's best friend. And the best news of all, they all were adopted out to loving homes. We are so thankful for everybody's work and everybody who fosters and everybody who donates to these sterilization campaigns so we can prevent suffering and we can really love our furry friends.
Great. Well, thank you all for watching. Thank you for donating. Let me know how that fundraiser thing went here, and if you like the idea of having fundraisers like this on the channel. Also, I'm going to put a video right here, and that's from our friend Gordon. He did a video specifically about Baja Dog Sterilizations, so you can watch that one to get more information, and I'm going to try to convince him to put our fundraiser button on his YouTube video, so be sure to push it there too. So, hasta luego.
Adios.